Hello everyone, thank you for joining us today. We are happy you have found the time and join us. So the topic of the webinar today is how to use retargeting to monetize your bouncing traffic. Our awesome speakers are going to introduce several ways how to turn the living visitors into your customers. And just for your information, our session will include a question and answer section after the presentations of our speakers. So feel free to put your questions into the chat box. We will answer them after the speeches are over. Also, the recording of the webinar will be sent to you, so don't worry if you need to leave early, for example. Well, today's session is hosted and organized by Promoter and our partner Optimonk. And firstly, I would like to tell in a few words about Promoter Company. We are a multi-channel internet marketing company specializing in e-commerce marketing. We have been providing complex online marketing services for more than 10 years now, and we have gained Google Analytics and Google AdWords partnership certificates. Currently, we have over 500 campaigns worldwide, and we help our customers solve various online marketing issues they face. And our partner is Optimonk, on-site retargeting gurus who create compatible with all e-commerce platforms pop-ups that help recover lost cars and promote best deals. And the first speaker today is Paul Razanov. Paul has over 12 years of experience. He is an international speaker on conversion rate optimization topic, e-commerce site promotion, and landing page optimization. For more than 12 years, Paul working with startups, business owners, and brands to help them start and success with their ideas and products online. So Paul is going to tell about off-site retargeting magic, and I'm going to give the floor to him.
Hey, hello everyone. If you don't mind, Hannah, I want to share my screen because
Yes.
I don't really have slides for for the attendees, but I just want to show everything how it's really works. So let's talk in general why retargeting is important, because we are working with so many clients worthwhile, and the main thing that I can, and you can probably verify that from your own Google Analytics, is that the conversion rate for your website, or does not matter if it's e-commerce or lead gen website or B2B, B2C, the conversion rate from your website is probably about 1 to 4%. So people are actually visiting your site, but then they leave without buying. So chasing those visitors around other multi-channel environment, it's very important to get the revenue stream that you deserve. So I can give you some, just a very simple website, guild.com, which is the fundamental e-commerce website. And if you take a look about this website statistics, and I'm truly recommend you like a similar web extension for the Chrome, when you can take a look into the traffic of your website or your competitors. You can analyze some sources, where they're coming from. So you can see here the list of the top reference websites and also top destination sites. The destination site is probably the websites that the people went through after they leave the guild.com. And from my experience with multiple e-commerce vendors, I can see that a lot of people are actually leaving the website and they're coming to the Facebook. So in today's session, I want to specifically talk about social media as the major channel for your retargeting. So how do you need to use the Facebook? I don't know if you know that, but the organic reach for your brand does not matter how good are you. The organic reach of your organic posts, it's about 5 to 3%. So imagine if you have just only 10,000, fans or on your Facebook wall, then whenever you post over there, appear just for about 5 to 3% of your fans. I mean, Facebook launched a new algorithm when they merged the user interest, but unfortunately, the only clear way for you as a brand to follow your clients on the Facebook is through the advertisement. And I'm going to show you some campaigns that we are running and I will try to show you how you have to leverage the Facebook marketing tool to keep person engaged with your company brand and keep them back to the site to buy something. So the number one that you have to do is just take a look and build your audiences. If you go to your Facebook advertisement, there is the audience manager. Then you have to go into create an audience. You have a multiple choices between custom audience, lookalike audience, and saved audience. The number one that you go is like custom audience. With the custom audience, what you can do, and that's from what I know from multiple brands that we work with. A lot of brands don't really pay attention to that, but you can upload your existing customer list, specifically emails and phone numbers. So that's a great way for you to, if you have like offline store as well, when you collect just emails, or you have like subscriber form or something like that, you just upload all those emails. Keep in mind that it will be nice to split all of those emails into different groups. So for example, you can create a list of the emails that like just a newsletter subscribers. Another list of the emails will be a person who actually complete the purchase. Then probably a list of emails that did a multiply purchase in your store, like the loyal clients. You can also import that from your MailChimp account if you use that tool. Together with the uploading of the emails and the phone numbers, you can integrate the special Facebook marketing pixel that will be collecting the data from your website. So in general, it looks quite similar to the Google Analytics. You just choose, okay, I want to chase the visitors who visit my site in like recent 30 days, right? That's the very basic scenario that you can use. When you create an audience, then the Facebook generates you the piece of the code that you have to embed into your website page. If you want to dive deeper, you can actually target people who visited specific web page. Means if you have a person who visited, let's say, category shoe, then you can chase them with specific messages related to that category. Very nice approach if you target people who visit a specific web page but not others, which is the amazing way to connect with users who actually visited your shopping cart page and your e-commerce website, but did not really visit the same page. You can use even better custom combination if you want to, but at least those guys, those specific variation, I would recommend you to install and use. If you take a look into the real numbers, you can see over here we have multiple audiences. Number one is remarketing campaign that targeting all visitors of our website in the recent 30 days, right? We have separate audience that gives me people who add something to the cart, means they are more loyal, right? We also have a separate audience for the people who complete the purchase. We also have separate import list from the first time purchase or loyal customers, and we actually every single month we are trying to update those audiences with the new data. What's awesome about the Facebook is based on the email address or phone number of the user profile that will be collected, you can build a lookalike audience. And lookalike audience is when the Facebook algorithm will match the interest of people based on the sample data that you provided. So imagine you can create the lookalike audience for the people who actually purchase something from your website. Means then, based on the data that the Facebook has in the file, based on the interest, Facebook will automatically try to collect the audience that might be relevant to your business. Separate list, I would recommend to have like people who repeated buyers, and then you can like set, for example, lookalike audience with people who did a checkout on the site. So summarizing what I'm just saying is the number one step will be to create a Facebook remarketing pixel based on those different variations, and then install this remarketing pixel into your website on all pages of your website. That's number one. As soon as you get this information, as soon as you get all this remarketing installed, then you can start working with the campaign. And I'm going to provide you a little bit more information about how we manage that, how we run those campaigns for the clients, so you can get a better understanding of what type of ads you can do. So absolutely, there are multiple different campaigns on the Facebook that you can organize. You can use Power Editor, absolutely, to do that, but if you're just doing like the basic stuff, probably you can just go ahead with the native advertisement approach on the Facebook. So you can organize campaigns, send people to your website, target people for the conversions. You can do a post engagement or get some page likes. So those at least 4 different goals for your team to run the advertisement. So going back to the structure of our campaigns. We usually split out the campaign by multiplied goals. So if you have a specific, specific goal for the website, you can run that campaign. But in general, my recommendation will be to launch at least 3 types of the campaign. The number 1 campaign is related to the post engagement. Basically, the post engagement campaign helps you to reach with the offers to the existing company fans. That might actually replace your email marketing campaign, because from what I see, email marketing for some businesses, and I can see the open rate of the emails actually goes down, and the social media channel as a Facebook became a more native for the user. When they're on the mobile phone, they scroll through the newsfeed, your post that you want to present to those users, and usually that's might be quite cheap. As you can see here, we've got about 4 cents per post engagement. So that's the amazing way to reach your audience. So as you can see, for the recent months, we spent just only $100, and we reached about 33,000 people. So that's the fans that already engaged with us. And the post engagement is actually, if you're targeting your fans, it will be very, very low cost. Keep in mind that if you're targeting your fans, it's also very nice to target friends of fans. So if we go deeper into the campaign strategy over here, you can see that we launched a multiplied different variations with multiplied different banner ads. But the only one thing that is important, so we are targeting actually fans of our brand, and plus we just pre-selected the specific audience that we think will be related to our brand. So that gives us a very low cost targeting to our user base. The second type of the campaign that I would recommend you to go with is the campaign for the page likes. Those days, page like is probably less important than conversion, but this might be a fundamental way for you to increase your audience. So when we launch campaign for the page likes, we keep in mind that every single fan that we bring to our company page that will like our brand, this person connected average to about 100 other users. So by reaching this only one single user and then targeting fans and friends of those fans, you might reach extra about 100 users at low cost. So targeting friends and keep the like campaign, that will increase your loyal audience, and then the other type of the campaign for the page likes, it will be much, much cheaper. When we create the campaign targeting, please keep in mind that there's a good practice when you have a separate campaign for the desktop and for the mobile user. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. Very important for you when you launch something, some kind of campaign, is just to verify two things. The number one is the click-through rate. So in general, the click-through rate needs to be more than 1%. If you're targeting right people, then the click-through rate could be 4%. Sometimes if you're targeting very small audience, pretty much relevant, then the click-through rate might be 10% or 15%. And the relevance score helps you to identify how relevant your advertisement to the audience that you're targeting. So as you can see here, we've got about 10 by 10, which is kind of good, right? And so this is absolutely must-have if you want to grow your user base. Another campaign that I would recommend you to start, it's obviously remarketing. So if you think in general about our Facebook strategy, it works pretty simple. Two of those campaigns that I just mentioned, those campaigns, they drive brand awareness and they drive Facebook audience to our website. And then we chase those people with our remarketing campaign. So I can give you a couple of samples with remarketing. As you can see over here, the cost for the real conversion is about 2.5 bucks, which is we would not be even able to get that from our AdWords campaign. So for that specific, and I want to mention that Facebook is probably not for everyone, but for the specific business, maybe retail, Facebook could be much, much better channel than the AdWords. And I can give you some samples of the banner ads, which is, very simple things like come back and check our new arrivals. That's kind of thing that we showcase to the user, which has no even relation to our brand, right? Those type of ads might drive the conversion 1.8 bucks per conversion. It's very simple, but if you don't keep the strategy, then you might lose a lot of money and efforts. Another type of the retargeting, which is possible when you use ad roll, is the multi-product campaign. The multi-product campaign help you to chase the user with a specific promotion. The way it works is quite simple. Imagine the user came to your website and they start looking into some products. What you can do right now with the Facebook, you can show them those products with the specific deals, right? So sometimes you can do even deeper. So if the customer went to your website and then did not really buy those products in 1 week, you can show them some ads with a promotion coupon code that help them to get like 10% discount or 5% discount. But this way he can really be so much related to the user, what he actually wants with those type of ads. And as you can see, the relevance score for those type of ads is quite high. And the conversion is also quite cheap. Another type of the campaign that I think will be nice to have in your conversion channel is like lookalike audience. With lookalike audience, this is basically when the Facebook automatically match the interest of the people with the users that already bought something from your site. Traditionally, the conversions in that case will be more expensive than just the regular remarketing, but still the CTR, the click-through rate, might be significant. In this case, as you can see, 9.8% as a click-through rate. When we let Facebook to automatically match, and the relevance score is 10 by 10, when we let people to match those algorithms, so look like by people who actually complete purchase, or look like based on people who actually add something to the cart. That's in general campaigns that you have to follow. I want to dive a little bit deeper. How do you know what kind of people you want to target? It's very easy. If you go to your brand page, and keep in mind, Facebook is like a snowball. If you expect user to buy immediately, then Facebook is probably not the best channel. I think that Facebook is like a garden when you grew up the audience, and then in a while you make them loyal, and then in a while you convert them at even best price than the other channels. With remarketing, you can also use AdWords, you can use Twitter, and by utilizing all of those channels as just a remarketing, you can significantly increase your conversions. That's for sure. And with remarketing, it would not be really expensive. If you're a small brand and you have, let's say, $100, $200 per month, just launch those campaigns and see what happens. I guarantee that those type of campaigns will be absolutely profitable for you. So how do you know who is your consumer base? You can obviously go to your Google Analytics and analyze the audience over there. But what you can do here is just to go into inside of your Facebook page, and then you can take a look all those insight about when people like your page, when they interact, what time, and what is most important is actually, you go to look into the people, and then you can see who is the real customer who engage with your company. You can see specific city, and then you can really try to reach those people in the most affordable way. Going back to our ads, recently Facebook launched an amazing way to target for the conversions using the video content. So I can show you a different account over here. We are still testing that, but so for example, that specific ad, it showed the promo video, and what we are doing right now with our clients, we are trying to get some, reviews by the client, by the actual customer, and promote that as a video. So I think that the future of the Facebook, and it will be all about the video engagement. And you probably noticed that when you scroll through your newsfeed, more and more brands use video engagement as the channel. So the video engagement in some cases costs you even more than the post engagement. Sometimes it's just maybe 1 cent. So another thing that I want to show you is that you can try to target people for the specific promotion. The specific promotion helps you to deliver a coupon code to the user base if they, for example, add something to the cart. So that's That's a very traditional way to get some more sales. So that's all about at least the basic Facebook things. And we can, I think right now I will pass over to the other presenters. Helen, I'm
Yes,
done.
yes, yeah,
Hope it
okay.
was useful.
Yes, that was really cool, and thank you, Paul, for your speech. I remind you that if you have any questions as to the Facebook marketing and campaign, you can contact us at contact.promote@promote.com or contact me directly. I will send the link then. And now I'm happy to introduce our next speaker, Csaba. He is the founder of OptiMonk, serial entrepreneur, author, and public speaker. He's interested in everything connected with the conversion optimization in e-commerce, and he has spent the entire career building and optimizing e-commerce sites. Csaba has to tell a lot about on-site retargeting, and we can wait to hear him. Csaba, you have the
Hello?
floor. 1 second. Yes.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I share my screen as well.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, so I actually prepared with a presentation. So how to recover abandoning visitors using on-site retargeting. What Paul talked about was what I call off-site retargeting. Off-site because it's happening after the visitors have left your site, after they are off your site. And it's great and it's working, and you could see how great results Paul could achieve with his clients. Though it costs you money. It costs you quite a lot of money, even if you can get reasonable clicks, click per costs, cost per clicks. And still you can, even if you are a big brand with a healthy retargeting budget, you can only reach a small percent of your abandoning visitors. You simply can't reach anyone. They are not on Facebook, all of them, and even if they are, most of them won't actually meet with your ads. But there's a way to retarget these visitors before they leave your site. You can get a second chance to convert, to convince them before they leave your site, and this is what we call on-site retargeting. So what is on-site retargeting and how does it work? Well, on-site retargeting works by monitoring the behavior of your user while they are on site, while they are still on your website. And when their behavior indicates that they are about to leave your site without converting, without buying, without subscribing, your message will appear at just the right moment. This message is usually presented by a form of exit overlays or exit pop-ups, but they can be several other forms like sliding box or nanobars or interstitials. So this kind of with this kind of message, if you are presenting the right message to the right people at the right moment, you can recover quite a decent part of your abandoning visitors. So if you are not using any type of retargeting, not off-site and not on-site, you will lose like 90% of your visitors if you are an e-commerce site. With off-site retargeting, with Facebook ads and Google ads, you can recover like another like 8–10%. But if you start using on-site retargeting additionally to off-site retargeting, you can get another 10–15%. Actually, the click-through rates of these on-site retargeting campaigns can go up to 20%, meaning that if you show your messages to 100 people, up to 20 will respond or engage or fill out the form, whatever your message will be. just to show you some real examples, for example, Digital Marketer, they are a big US-based online agency, and they are using on-site retargeting to promote their free giveaways and to build their list. And after this, they started using it. Their subscription rate increased by more than 30%, their bounce rate decreased by 20%, and the time spent on site increased by 54%. Or here's an e-commerce example. Zusher, they are a US-based e-commerce site. They could get more than 5,000 extra subscribers in 2 months, and out of these 5,000, more than 1,000 actually bought, actually purchased something, and this resulted in an increase in their revenue by more than 7%. So why is this on-site retargeting is working so well? I mean, what's the reason behind it? You must know that when a visitor visits your site, their interest is the highest. You know, when they Google for a keyword, they search, they click through. There's a peak in their interest, and you simply can't beat it. And this interest fades very quickly over time. And with on-site retargeting, you can retarget these visitors just in those very short time slots when their interest is the highest. While unfortunately with off-site retargeting, you can reach them after they've left your site, maybe in 1 day or 1 or 2 days, but usually after several days. And yes, their interest is usually much lower than it was when they were just on your website. So I would like to show you some ideas and best practices how to use on-site retargeting on your website and how to get most out of it. But before I do that, I would like to show you the reason that why do people leave at the first time, and what can you do about it. What you must understand that visitors are different. They have a very different background, they have very different problems, they have a very different expertise level of the field you are in. And even more importantly, they are usually in a very different stage of their own buying process. Some of them might be just only aware that they have a problem, or maybe even not be aware, while others are considering to buy a solution, while others are already evaluating the options and the possible solutions. And it's very hard to communicate to all these different stages. You have, I mean, if you have an e-commerce site, you already have lots of things to communicate. You have hundreds of categories, thousands of products, many items, and you just simply can't communicate everything. If you try to communicate everything and to everyone, you will end up like this one. This linkscards.com is actually it's an existing site, and it looks the same even today. And it's a perfect example of a website where the owner just couldn't really figure out what to communicate and what to avoid and what to skip. So the owner couldn't just make a priority between the items to communicate, and this is the big danger of trying to communicate to everyone and communicate everything. With increasing the options, with increasing the number of messages, you also increase distractions. And one of the most important rules of conversion optimization is that distractions actually kill conversion. The more options you provide and the more message you try to push, the less will the people and visitors convert on your site. Actually, there was a case study made in France in the 2000s, where in a supermarket they compared jams, And I mean, at the jam tasting booth, in one case, they showed and featured 6 different flavors of jams, while in the other case, they featured and displayed 24 different kind of jams. And they compared how many percent of the visitors will actually buy any of those jams. And when they presented only 6 bottles of different jams, 12% of the visitors actually bought any of these jams. While when they presented the 24 bottles of jams, only 3% actually bought any of these jams. And this might be surprising, but if you understand this paradox of choice, uh, you must know that the more option you provide, the more difficult you make this decision for the user, and they will often opt for the easiest solution, for the easiest choice, meaning not choosing anything and not buying anything. On-site retargeting is very effective because you don't have to push 2 messages at the same time. You can concentrate on your primary message on your website, for example, selling, and you can show and push this secondary message in your on-site retargeting messages. Now, what kind of on-site retargeting messages work well? What should you communicate in these messages? The most popular and the easiest form is to just build your list, to urge people to sign up to your newsletter, to sign up for your exclusive offers. This is very easy to do. It doesn't require any real work, and it's working pretty solid. You can usually, with this simple type of message, you can recover about 5 to 7% of abandoning visitors. You can make it even more effective if you also give and promote a free giveaway, some kind of incentive for subscribing. For example, digitalmarketer.com, they are using this digital marketing toolbox as a giveaway. This can usually increase by about 100% of the conversions of these sign-ups. You usually if you have a good giveaway, you can recover about 10 to 15% of your abandoning web visitors. If you have no idea what kind of incentive, what kind of giveaway you could give, and you don't have an ebook or a white paper or anything like that, you can always choose some kind of discount, like a 10% off or a $10 off or free shipping, stuff like that. If you have an e-commerce site, it is working very, very well. I mean, it's almost the same. It has almost the same effectiveness as an ebook or some other kind of giveaway, and it's very, very easy to implement. You can also use on-site retargeting to redirect visitors to some other part of your website. For example, udemy.com uses it to promote 3 of their most popular categories: coding, design, and Excel, or search for other free courses. If a user hasn't found what he was looking for and is about to leave the site frustrated, then you can have a second chance to still keep him on this site. If you have an e-commerce site, you can also feature your special offers, your featured products, your latest products, your hot picks, your summer sales, or anything like that. Usually you can redirect about 5 to 15% of your abandoning visitors, depending on the message you are pushing. On-site retargeting is very, very effective at decreasing cart abandonment. if someone cart abandonment, as you must know, is usually around 70%, meaning that 7 out of 10 people who put something into the cart is leaving your site without finishing the sale. And if you are presenting them a good secondary message like this 10% off, and you also use this counter, this timer, to increase the urgency factor of this offer, then usually you can recover about 20 to 40% of abandoning web visitors, which is a very good result. You can also mix it with list building. So I mean, in this case, in this diamond candles example, they are not collecting leads, they are not collecting email addresses, but you could do that. You could do that, and it would be almost the same effect. Or it would have almost the same effect. Or if you are not for some reason not keen on giving discounts, then you can just use on-site retargeting to reinforce some of your message. For example, you can push it to increase the urgency factor. Booking.com uses it to show and to feature how many other people are actually looking at the hotel we are about to book. Like here, see there are 26% looking at this property, meaning that you can lose this hotel if you are not hurrying. And actually, I'm not sure how effective it is for them, but whatever Booking.com does usually works pretty well. Okay, so these were a few different kind of messages you could promote and you could show. Of course, there are lots of other options. So it depends on the market, on your users, and what kind of messages. The most important part is that you should always try to push the most relevant message to your users. Just in case, like in the case of off-site retargeting. In off-site retargeting, if a user has visited one of your products, then you usually feature the same product, for example, at Facebook, and not some global ad. You try to be as relevant as possible. You can do that. You can do the same with on-site retargeting. For example, digital marketer displays a different kind of offer, a different kind of message, depending on the content the user is reading. If someone is reading, for example, a Facebook-related article, then they will push this Facebook ad template library giveaway of theirs. Or if the user is reading something about social media, then they will promote the ultimate social media swipe file. Or if they are reading about blogging, then they will promote the ultimate list of 212 blog post ideas. And only if the user is not reading some specific about some topic, but they are on some generic page of their website, then only in this case will they promote the generic offer, which is this digital marketer toolbox. By promoting always the most relevant message, they could increase the conversions of these messages by about 50%. So let me summarize what we talked about. So with on-site retargeting, you can get a second chance to convince your visitors before they leave your site, and you can recover or engage up to 20% of your abandoning visitors. And you can use it to boost your signups, build your list, redirect traffic, or you can use it to stop and decrease cart abandonment. I was Csaba, and I'm founder and CEO of OptiMonk, and OptiMonk is the leading European on-site retargeting platform. We've won several awards with our tool, and Well, if you would like to see more case studies about on-site retargeting and how other big brands are using it to retarget their users, then you should check out optimonk.com. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Csaba,
Margot?
very much. Yes, thank you, Csaba, very much. I'd like to mention that for today, Optimonk has a special offer, free custom setup of your first on-site retargeting campaign provided by Optimonk. And from promoter's part, we also have a nice bonus, free marketing audit of your site. So if you feel that you are stuck with your online marketing efforts and you feel that you could use some help and advice, please apply for our audit, which will include SEO, PPC, and usability audits, as well as general insights on best online marketing strategies and tactics for your business. And it will be held in the format of a personalized 20 to 30 minutes webinar. So feel free to follow this link and request your personal free expert session. And let's move to the questions. As for now, I don't see the questions. So if you have any questions to ask our experts or Optimonk or promoter afterwards, please feel free to connect with us. And for now, I would like to thank you so much for your attention. It was a pleasure to work to see you here. Stay tuned for our upcoming events. We will highlight them in our social accounts and blogs. So have a great rest of the day. Goodbye, and thank you, Paul and Csaba. Thank you
Thank you
all.
very much.
Thank you. Bye.